Hi guys! Welcome to our channel Eat Pray Love Travel, and we are here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam for our travel adventure. And of course, kasama na rin ang food trip kasi as we all know, ang Vietnam ay isa sa mga countries na sobrang sarap ng mga pagkain mo, especially ang kanilang pho at saka yung banh mi. And a lot more. At syempre, huwag natin kalimutan ang kanilang mga kape. Whether iced coffee man yan or hot coffee. Well, anyway, I am here right now to discuss with you the travel requirements if you are planning to go here in Vietnam for your vacation as a Philippine passport holder. So, syempre, ang una, actually, ang trip sa Vietnam, sobrang light lang ang requirements eh. Passport lang, of course, ang inyong e-travel when traveling out of the country, out of the Philippines, 72 hours before your departure, pwede nyo nang gawin yun. It's an online form na pwede nyo i-download. Pwede nyo i-download or pwede nyo i-provide yung information, something like that. Plus, marami kasi nagtatanong kung pwede mo i-provide yung information ng iyong kasama, like yung family member and all. So, pwede mong i-download or isama na dun sa i-fill up mo na e-travel yung iyong companion. Kasi ilalagay naman dun kung ano yung relation mo dun sa companion na yun. And, anong tawag dito? Travel tax, of course. Standard na yan, 1,620 travel tax. You can pay online kung saan kayo nag-purchase ng inyong ticket, like kung Cebu Pacific. In our case kasi, we tried using Vietnam Airlines for this trip. And iba-vlog ko rin or ipopost ko rin yung video ng aming Vietnam experience. Vietnam Airlines experience. And para malaman ninyo na magandang experience or it's also good to try other airlines bukod sa ating Cebu Pacific and Philippine Airlines. Okay, so yun nga, like what I mentioned, yung inyong travel tax you can pay online, and then pwede rin naman sa airport kung hindi kayo comfortable sa pagbabayad online. Actually, kami, this time, nagbayad kami sa airport directly. Tax here, 1,620. Pwede din naman online. So, we already paid here para medyo ang hirap gumamit ng card ngayon. Actually, nakakatakot kasi like, we've experienced GCash na nag-float yung pera, and meron din kami isang experience pa with the bank before kami umalis na nag-float, na-deduct din. So, medyo ninenervous kami. Pero right now, we are using GoTime. So, itatry namin si GoTime dito sa Vietnam. Actually, nag-withdraw na kami after arriving sa airport. Paglabas namin, nag-try na kami mag-withdraw using our GoTime card. Sobrang okay. Mas cheaper yung kanyang ano tawag dito? Charges for international withdrawal. And sobrang smooth. Walang offline, etc. Ang dami na kasi namin experience like dun sa Bali. Kung napanood din yung Bali vlog namin, na yung BPI nag-offline. So, whole day wala kami nagawa. Nandun lang kami sa hotel kasi nga, wala kaming cash. Kasi hindi kami nagpapapalit sa Pilipinas kasi sobrang taas talaga ng nila. Parang exchange rate. Parang ganon. So, yun. And then, pagdating ninyo ng tawag dito, airport, dito sa Ho Chi Minh, medyo mahaba-haba yung pila sa immigration. I don't know if it's really like that. Sobrang haba ng pila. As in, like, nagulat kami kasi nag-airport transfer kasi kami. Nag-avail kami airport transfer sa Klook para in-arrange namin yung time ng dating namin sa flight. Pero grabe yung haba ng pila namin sa airport. More than an hour yata. Parang ganun. Sobrang haba. So, expectin nyo na yon. Wala kayong fill up na any form pagdating sa Vietnam airport or sa Ho Chi Minh airport. Wala kayong fill up na any form. Wala ring online form. You just have to fall in line dun sa immigration. Just prepare your passport and boarding pass. And that's it. So, wala namang anything. Pero minsan medyo matanong-tanong sila. Like kami, tinanong kami kung no visa. So, ako tinanong ako no visa. Sabi ko, no visa. Wala naman talagang visa ang mga Pinoy. So, yun lang guys. Ang ipaprepare nyo lang sa travel requirements pag pupunta kayo dito sa Vietnam is yung passport ninyo. E-travel, travel tax. Tapos, pagdating dito sa Vietnam is yung inyong passport and yung boarding pass. But of course, guys, we always recommend you to avail travel insurance. Ang dami nagtatanong, required ba? No, it's not really required to have travel insurance, but it's really highly recommended. Lalo na ngayon, dito sa Vietnam trip namin, alam naman natin na si Pepito at saka ano na alam naman natin yung current na, ay yung nangyari na sunod-sunod na bagyo, na kaya kami takot na takot kami kasi nga nataon na talagang thank you Lord na umalis na si Pepito at wala rin dito sa Vietnam kasi ang punta niya ay sa central area yata ng Vietnam. Pero alam ko na, 'di ba, nag-weekend na nga siya dahil doon. So sobrang tinanong namin yung aming agent kung what will happen, and talagang full reimbursement kasi syempre ano tawag dito, nabayaran na namin lahat, hotel, activities, though yung activity namin hindi naman din ganun. Pero all other things like yung SIM mo, yung transport mo, of course, yung inyong flight, yung ticket, binayaran mo na rin siya. So, lahat yun reimbursable. So, I always recommend you using travel insurance kahit saan yan. But of course, kami, nag-a-avail kami ng travel insurance namin sa AXA Smart Traveler. So, for your comprehensive protection, whether medical expenses yan abroad, reimbursement for canceled trips, or 24/7 assistance worldwide. So, may peace of mind ka kasi 'di ba, syempre, like, ang dami nating narinig na mga wala na hindi yung mga naapektuhan ng covered nung bagyo na Pepito, na mga na-cancel or na-move na flight. Hindi na natin alam kung anong gagawin natin with the hotels and etc. Kasi kami, na-experience na talaga namin yan na talagang super typhoon nung nandun kami sa Osaka. So, Tokyo. So, wala talaga kami nagawa kundi bumili ng mag-extra booking ng hotel. Tapos, yung flight naman, wala namang problema kasi kapag canceled flight naman talaga, pwede mo naman talaga i-rebook yan on your preferred date. So, wala namang problema dun. Pero, syempre, di ba, since hindi yan kasama sa budget mo kapag nagbabiyahe ka, and what if wala ka rin talagang extra budget for that, na parang sakto lang yung budget mo, lalo na nung time na yon na dahil sa sobrang grabe ng bagyo, ang taas ng rate ng hotel. So, tinake nila yung opportunity na yun na talagang sobrang taas ng hotel. Like, we paid 18,000 na 4 lang kami for an overnight stay dahil lang sa tindi ng bagyo. So, ayun. Make sure to always purchase a travel insurance. Etong travel insurance namin dito sa Vietnam, for 5 days, 4 nights yata, something like that. Nasa around 1,300 or 1,500 pesos. So, we'll post it here kung magkano binayaran namin. For 2 na yon, and covered na yon, wala na kayong intindihin kung halimbawa man na may mangyari sa inyo dito sa pupuntahan ninyo or so whatever. Not in terms of the bagyo or weather, but in terms of medical, something like that, parang ganon. So, at least wala kayong iniintindi ng mga hospital bills and all. So, syempre, hindi naman natin alam kung ano. Pero, syempre, wag naman sana. So, they make it so easy for me kasi sasabihin ko lang na ito yung covered dates ko. Tapos, sisend na nila sa akin, in-apply na nila, you just have to pay, and that's it. Ganun lang kadali yun. So, i-email din nila sa inyo yung mga coverage ng insurance. So, with that, you can get your travel insurance with AXA Smart Traveler. So, message us or put sa comment section, and we will connect you with our agent. So, yun. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching our travel requirement here in Vietnam. So, watch out for our succeeding videos or vlogs dito sa Vietnam as we feature 3 hotels because we are going to La Vela. Actually, we are here in La Vela right now. And then after which is the Wink Hotel and Sofitel. So, 3 hotel ang i-feature namin dito sa trip namin sa Vietnam. And of course, yung mga pagkain and mga shopping areas and a lot more. So, yun guys. It's a 5 days, 4 nights. Pero in effect, parang mga 4 days na kasi yung 5th namin is flight schedule. So, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to keep you updated. Thank you. Bye.